I want to talk to you about the best credit cards for large purchases. So if you have an upcoming large purchase, or you're thinking about getting something you want to get a credit card that allows you to purchase something really big, not just in the short run but also in the long run, here are the top cards I want you to think about. First of all, I want you to think about the Wells Fargo Reflect. So if you're looking for a credit card for large purchases, the Reflect can actually be a good card for you. Why? Because it's a card that actually is great for long intro APR offers. Can you imagine that? Because when you have a large purchase, having a long intro APR offer is kind of cool because it gives you more breathing room. Okay, it gives you more time to actually pay off the balance. So whether you need as much time as possible to pay off an upcoming purchase, or if you have already made that large purchase in the first place, the Wells Fargo Reflect card can give you as much breathing room as possible with its its chart-topping intro APR offers, and we're speaking about 18 months to 21 months. That's really good. 18 to 21 months, depending on the season, because sometimes they go to 18 months, sometimes they stop at 21 months, depending on the promo that they have. Like during the holiday season, for instance, sometimes I've seen cases where they were asking people to actually sign up for their card for 21 months. So that's really good, okay? And so while the card is light on benefits, it does provide up to $600 of cell phone protection against damage or theft when you pay your monthly cell phone bill with your Wells Fargo card. Okay, so that's kind of cool. I mean, they want you to use the card on a consistent basis. Hey, listen, this is a win-win situation for you and for Wells Fargo. Okay, now just remember that the $600 cell phone protection has a $25 deductible. Okay, and the $600 we're speaking about per year. Okay, per year. So what are the pros and cons here? When you think about the Wells Fargo Reflect, the pros: few cars offer intro APR offers as long as the Reflects, and this is one of the only cars to offer such a long period on both purchases and balance transfers. And the ongoing APR can be relatively low for a popular rewards card, let alone for a balanced transfer card. On the flip side, it doesn't earn rewards, so the long-term value is limited compared to rewards cards with shorter intro APR offers, and the 5% balance transfer fee, $5 minimum, is higher than several major competing cards transfer fees. They are charging 3%. If you're looking for the best credit cards for large purchases, besides the Wells Fargo Reflect, I want you to really try the Chase Sapphire Preferred. And this card is pretty interesting in the sense that it's actually great for you if you are a travel aficionado like me. Okay, so the card is great for travel rewards. And what I love about the Sapphire Preferred is that it's actually it's a card that gives you potential travel rewards on large travel and everyday purchases. So you have the both. Okay, so any upcoming large purchases can help you qualify for the welcome offer, one of the most valuable travel rewards bonuses on the market at this time. So this is kind of cool. Just plan your purchases properly so that you can sync your purchase with a welcome with the application to this card. Plus, if you regularly make big purchases, you can rake in remarkable value from the annual 10% bonus points on your previous year's purchases. So this is really cool in terms of flexibility. So what are the pros and cons here? If you think about the Sapphire Preferred, what are the pros? The pros first: the alternative payment plan feature may help you save on interest with a fixed installment fee instead. And for a mid-tier travel card, it carries a stellar travel and purchase protections to ensure your big purchases. So this is really good from a flexibility point of view. On the flip side, its annual credit for eligible hotel stays through the Chase Travel portal is not as versatile or valuable as some competing cars' yearly travel credits. Okay, and also there is a $95 fee $95 annual fee, although you could offset this through perks if you can squeeze enough value through the anniversary bonus points and annual Chase Travel hotel credit. So it's all about you spending enough to actually offset the cost of the like the annual fee. So besides the Chase Sapphire Preferred, I have another Chase card that I want to share with you. It's the Chase Freedom Unlimited. So if you think about the best credit cards for large purchases, think about the Freedom Unlimited for cashback. This card is really great for cashback, and especially if you want to really earn a lot of cashback. Okay, a lot of cashback, and also, so this is actually a card that gives you 2%. Can you imagine that? This is a one-size-fits-all card that could be even more lucrative than 2% flat rate cash rewards cards if you prioritize ongoing cashback on your everyday purchases. Okay, this is really cool because you are speaking about 2%. That can really add up big time, especially if you use the card more often. Okay, so that's number one. Number two, there is actually an extra 1.5% cashback on up to 20,000 spent in your first year. This could really add up to an impressive $300 back, which is really a lot. I mean, when you think about it, that's really some nice chunk of change, really. Okay, so this could be one of the most valuable cashback welcome offers for a no annual fee card, especially if you have large purchases planned, because the Freedom Unlimited is not charging you anything. Okay, they don't charge you anything on a yearly basis. Like the Sapphire Preferred is charging you $95, but the Freedom Unlimited is not charging you anything in terms of annual fee. So what are the pros and cons here? The pros first, its solid intro APRs on purchases and balance transfers are competitive for a no annual fee rewards card. This is really good. And this card actually has some of the best perks and protections for a cashback card, including trip cancellation and interruption insurance, purchase protection, and extended warranty coverage. So this is really good if those are goals of yours. If those are priorities of yours, this card will offer that. On the flip side, depending on your typical spending, the flat rewards rate could be less lucrative than the 2% top flat rate cards provide. And also the extra 1.5% only applies for the first year. So its value really, if you think about it, might decrease after the offer ends. So another credit card for large purchases this year is the Hilton Honors American Express Surpass. So if you tend to spend a lot when it comes to hotel rewards, I mean, if you when it comes to hotels, then this card might be pretty interesting for you because it's one of the best, if not the best, for hotel rewards. Okay, the Hilton Honors American Express Surpass. And what I love about this card is that the card can actually rack up substantial points across its impressive variety of reward categories across Hilton and everyday purchases. So here, you don't have to spend money necessarily with Hilton, although it helps a lot. It helps you rack up rewards faster, but you can also spend on everyday expenses. So one of the most significant expenses of travel can be your hotel stay, especially if it's an extended one, right? So with a Hilton Surpass card, you can earn an extra 5 nights if you book your stay with points or for 5 consecutive nights. And these bookings may also help you snag the impressive welcome offer, which is something that a lot of cardholders actually like to have. Okay, upcoming cardholders. So what are the pros and cons here? If you think about the best credit cards for large purchases and you are considering the Hilton Honors American Express Surpass, the cool thing is that you can safeguard eligible large purchases with this card with the MX purchase protection and extended warranty perks and pay them off over time with the American Express plan, the American Express Planet alternative payment option. Okay. And also, this card grants you Hilton Gold Elite status, which comes with complimentary breakfast, higher reward earnings, and room upgrades when available at Hilton properties. So this is really good in terms of flexibility. Okay. So this is really cool. On the flip side, and this card actually has some drawbacks. So the first one is that while you can earn a large amount of points, your redemption options are generally limited to Hilton stays and experiences. And also, the annual free night award could be hard to obtain if you don't regularly make large purchases because it requires spending at least $15,000 a year, okay, a calendar year. So that could be a lot for some budgets. Another credit card for large purchases to think about this year is the Capital One Spark Cash. So this card is actually good if you are a small business owner. So if you are a small business owner and you're thinking about a credit card for large purchases, think about this card, the Capital One Spark Cash. Okay, this cash actually packs one of the best unlimited flat rewards rate for a cashback business card. You are looking at 2% back on purchases without charging an exorbitant annual fee. So the fee is not really like crazy high, okay? Plus, large purchases could help you earn the competitive welcome offer because the card actually has a welcome offer. So you might want to really get the welcome offer also in terms of flexibility and accessibility. So what are the pros and cons when it comes to the Capital One Spark Cash here? The positive first, okay? There is no preset spending limit to cap the potential rewards you could earn on large purchases. So this is really good, something to really think about. And also, there are no foreign transaction fees, which could make this better card. This is a better card for large travel expenses than several competing cashback cards. So if your business actually going to spend some money overseas or your employees, whatever, this card actually can be a really good one. On the flip side, actually, if you think about the Capital One Spark Cash, unlike traditional credit cards that give you the option to pay off your balance over time, you are required to pay your card off in full every single month. So we're speaking about a corporate credit card here. This is not your regular credit card. This is a corporate credit card to really think about. And also, this is one of the only premium rewards cards without annual credits or other valuable perks that can help you actually make up for the annual fee in terms of flexibility. Another credit card for large purchases that you need to really think about this year is actually the Capital One Venture X Rewards. So the Venture X Rewards is actually really great. It's one of the best travel card, and when it comes to the welcome bonus, okay. So if you really want to get a pretty sizable welcome bonus, think about this card in the first place. So this card actually offers a substantial welcome bonus that can be valuable towards future travel purchases, especially if transferred to a solid travel partner. Plus, you easily bank up rewards on large purchases with the unlimited flat rate 2x miles, and the Venture X's valuable perks also make its annual fee easier to recoup without dipping into your hard-earned rewards. So that's really good from a flexibility point of view. So what are the pros and cons here? What are the advantages and the disadvantages? So every year, that's a good thing. You can shave up to $300 off of your travel purchases through Capital One Travel with statement credits and rack up $10,000 bonus miles on your account an anniversary. So every single year, okay. And so it's one of the few cards that still offer return protection, because return protection was a big thing back in the days, but nowadays very few credit cards will offer that. Because when you have return protection, this can be a big help if you need to get your money back from an eligible big purchase, okay? So something to really think about. On the flip side, when it comes to this card, there is not as comprehensive a travel reward transfer partners list as some other issuers provide. That's the thing about the Capital One. They're very opaque about their program. Okay, in terms of travel reward transfer partners. And also, the annual fee could be difficult to justify if you don't travel enough through the Capital One travel portal to actually maximize the annual credits. So this is something to really think about. Like they're giving you all those miles, they're giving you all those benefits, they're giving you all those perks, whatever. But if you don't travel enough, you're not going to offset the annual fee, and the annual fee can go from $95 to a 300, let's say $495. Sometimes they change this, like depending on the season, depending on the promo that they have. So those are the top 6 credit cards for large purchases I wanted to share with you in today's conversation. Let's have a quick strategy before we close today's conversation. The thing is that if you want to choose a card for large purchases, you got to really do it methodically. You got to really think about. You got to have a strategy. That's what methodically means. You got to have you got to have a method. You got to have a strategy. Okay, so you want to look at some factors, because it's not just about interest rates that you want to pay attention to. It's not just about the FICO score they asking. No, you got to really look at benefits, earnings. Okay, so and other factors such as the welcome offer. So basically, getting a welcome offer and earning quick rewards can help you offset the cost of a large purchase. So make sure the spending requirements is not too high to qualify for the offer, or you want to time your application with sizable purchases like an extended vacation or home renovation projects. Also think about, besides the welcome offer, you can think about the rewards rate. So rewards rate for different spending categories vary by credit card. So to get the most out of your credit card, choose a card that offers generous rewards in the categories you spend the most, such as online purchases, groceries, or travel. Also think about transfer partners. So with some credit cards, you may increase the value of the points you earn through your everyday spending by transferring them to airline and hotel partners. You also have annual credits. So check to see if a card's annual credits offset its annual fee, and that you can really use them with retailers you already shop with, because you do not want to start shopping elsewhere simply because you want to really offset the annual fee, right? And also the benefits. So ideally, you will find a card with benefits that complement your lifestyle and help you save money, okay? And also, you do not want to have a redundancy in terms of benefits. Like, think about the cards you already have in your wallet. You do not want to have a similar card. So some cards offer travel benefits, purchase protections, elite status, and other perks. So understanding the kinds of benefits you want with your card can help you make the right choice, especially in the long run. So something to really think about. So overall, okay, when it comes to having a credit card for large purchases, there are actually some pitfalls. Make sure that you weigh the advantages and disadvantages of using a credit card for large purchases before using it. Okay, so while it can be beneficial by giving you more time to pay off the debt and earning points, it's also a very risky financial move, right? The biggest issue with this method can be paying back the balance. If you are sure that it can be paid back either by the payment due date or within the time frame of the 0% intro APR offers, it's actually a solid strategy that can give you a boost in rewards points right away. However, if money is really uncertain due to emergencies or other circumstances, it's an easy way to get into debt, right? So the large lingering balance will likely cause long-term monthly payments as well as incur interest, making those payments even higher, right? So should the purchases be reoccurring, it can be much harder to pay off the card's balance. So think about that from a flexibility point of view. So in conclusion to this conversation, I share with you My top 6 credit cards for large purchases: Wells Fargo Reflect, Chase Sapphire Preferred, Chase Freedom Unlimited, Hilton Honors, American Express Surpass, Capital One Spark Cash, and the Capital One Venture X Rewards. Thank you so much. God bless you all. See you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.